Every developer using AI right now is making the same mistake. They are vibe coding, prompting ad hoc. Context window fills up, Claude forgets what it was building, and the whole thing falls apart at 80% done. But in the last 6 months, a small group of developers figured out a completely different way to work. They built a stack, 6 tools, 1 operating model, and the results are measurable. I am going to show you all of it today. Here is what most AI-assisted development actually looks like. You open Claude or Cursor. You describe what you want. You get back something that looks right. You keep going. 3 hours in, you hit a wall. The model does not remember why you made a certain decision 2 hours ago. You prompt again. It contradicts itself. You start patching, then patching the patches. This is called vibe coding, and the research on it is grim. Context windows overflow, and the model starts hallucinating the codebase. There is no spec, so no one, not the AI, not you, has a shared definition of done. And when something breaks in production, there is no audit trail. Just a pile of prompts that made sense at the time. The real cost is not the hours you waste, it is the code you cannot trust. Meanwhile, 91,000 developers started the GitHub Spec-Kit in the last 12 months. Another 58,000 started GSD. 46,000 started BMAD. Something is happening in the developer community. A new methodology is crystallizing, and today I'm going to map it out for you completely. The stack has 6 tools. Together they are called the Big 5 plus GStack. Number 1, BMAD, the blueprint method for agentic development. Structured team of AI agents with real roles. 46,000 GitHub stars. Number 2, GSD, Get Shit Done framework. Kills context rot with fresh 200K context windows in a 4-command cycle. 50Akai 900 stars. Number 3, Tracer Bart Mode, the epic scale orchestrator, runs an entire product sprint in parallel tickets. 93 minutes to a working dashboard. Number 4, GitHub Spec-Kit. The vendor-agnostic spec layer works with Claude, GPT, Gemini, any agent. 91,931 stars, the largest in the ecosystem. Number 5, Claude Code, the engine underneath. Plan Mode MCP integrations, open telemetry tracing. You probably already use it. And GStack, Gary Tan's 9-role virtual dev team with a security officer, QA engineer, and a docs engineer baked in by default. 6 tools, 1 operating model. Let me break each one down. BMAD stands for Blueprint Method for Agentic Development. The core insight is that vibe coding fails because there is no pre-work. BMAD forces you to do the planning before the first line of code is written. Here's how it works. You start with Mary, the analyst agent. She interviews you about the problem. Who are the users? What are the pain points? What does success look like? This becomes your PRD. Then John, the PM agent, takes that PRD and translates it into product stories and requirements. Then Winston, the architect, designs the system, the data model, the API contracts, the infrastructure. All before any code. Then and only then do you execute. But what makes BMAD different from just writing docs is the governance layer. There are 7 HITL gates, human-in-the-loop checkpoints, labeled G0 through G6. You do not proceed past a gate until a human approves. G0 is problem framing. G1 is requirements. G6 is production deployment. You cannot skip gates. This is why BMAD-built systems have a 50 to 70% reduction in major refactors compared to vibe-coded projects. 46,100 developers are using it. Here is why the next tool is equally important. Here is the architecture in one view. Analyst flows into PM. PM flows into architect. Architect flows into execution. The governance gates sit between every transition. G0 at problem framing, G2 at architecture, G4 at review, G6 at deployment. Human approval required at every gate. Quick pause here. If you are finding this useful, hit subscribe. I am building out the entire Spec-Driven Dev series, and every video goes deeper on one of these tools. You do not want to miss it. GSD, Get Shit Done, solves a different problem than BMAD. BMAD handles the planning. GSD handles the execution window. And the problem it solves is one every AI developer has hit: context rot. Context rot is what happens when your conversation with the AI gets long. The model starts referencing things it said 2 hours ago incorrectly. It contradicts earlier decisions. The quality of the output degrades. GSD's fix is radical and simple. You never let the context get long in the first place. Every GSD session starts fresh. You open a new 200K context window. You give the agent exactly what it needs: the current spec, the current task, nothing else. Then you run 4 commands: discuss, plan, execute, verify. Discuss. You and the agent agree on the approach. Plan, it writes out the steps. Execute, it codes them. Verify, GSD's verifier agent checks the output against the spec. When the window fills up, you start a new one. GSD uses wave execution. The output of one wave becomes the input for the next. The work is atomic, committed, and traceable. 58,900 stars. Here's where it gets even more interesting. Here is the architecture. Spec feeds into discuss, then plan, execute, verify as a cycle. When the window fills, output from verify feeds into a fresh 200K window for the next wave. Each wave is independent, committed, and traceable. Tracer's Bart Mode is what happens when you want to run an entire sprint, not just a task. Where GSD runs one task per window, Bart Mode runs the whole epic at once. It takes your spec, breaks it into parallel tickets, and dispatches agents to work on each ticket simultaneously. It calls itself Smart YOLO, structured enough to not break production, autonomous enough to not need you holding its hand. Here is the case study that made developers pay attention. A team used Bart Mode to build a full analytics dashboard: chart library, data pipeline, front-end components, API endpoints. The kind of thing that would take a junior dev a full sprint. Bart Mode completed it in 93 minutes. But here is the part that separates Bart Mode from just a fast agent: the closed-loop verification. After each ticket executes, Bart Mode verifies its own output against the spec. If the verification fails, it retries with a different approach. Not just the same prompt again. It reasons about why the output was wrong before trying again. The orchestrator also manages dependencies. Ticket B does not start until ticket A passes verification. This is what spec-driven development enables that vibe coding cannot. Automation you can actually trust. Here is the architecture. The epic enters the orchestrator. It fans out into parallel tickets: front-end, back-end, data, running simultaneously. Each ticket converges back to a verified output. Dependencies are managed. Ticket B does not start until ticket A passes verification. GitHub Spec-Kit is the most starred tool in this ecosystem. 91,931 developers. And it earns it by solving the fragmentation problem. Every other tool in this stack has its own format, its own conventions, its own way of writing specs. Spec-Kit is the Rosetta Stone. It is a spec layer that any agent can read. The interface is 6/commands. Spec-It.constitution sets up the rules of engagement for the project. Specify writes the spec. Plan converts the spec into an implementation plan. Tasks breaks the plan into atomic tasks. Implement hands a single task to any agent you choose. Claude, GPT, Gemini, does not matter. And Spec-It.tasks-to-issues pushes your tasks directly into GitHub issues via MCP. The artifact chain is spec.md to plan.md to tasks.md. Each file is human-readable markdown. Any agent can pick it up cold and understand the project context. This is what makes it agent-agnostic. The spec travels with the project, not with the tool. With 30-plus compatible agents, Spec-Kit is becoming the lingua franca of spec-driven development. Here's the architecture in one file chain. Spec.md becomes plan.md. plan.md becomes tasks.md. Each file is human-readable markdown. Tasks then route to any agent you choose, Claude, GPT-4, or Gemini. The chain is the same regardless of which model executes. We are halfway through the stack. 2 more tools coming, including the one you are probably already using. Subscribe so you get the deep dive videos on each one. ClaudeCode is the tool most of you are already using, but the version most developers know is the surface layer. The spec-driven version is significantly more powerful. 2 modes matter here: plan mode and auto mode. In plan mode, ClaudeCode reads the spec and writes out every step it is going to take before executing a single line of code. You review the plan, you approve it. Only then does execution begin. This is the equivalent of the G0 through G6 gates in BMAD, a human checkpoint before the agent acts. In auto mode, ClaudeCode executes autonomously within the permission boundaries you set. You define which tools it can call, which directories it can touch. It works, commits, moves to the next task. On top of this, ClaudeCode now supports OpenTelemetry tracing. Every decision the agent makes gets a trace span. You can see in Langfus or any OTel-compatible backend exactly which prompt caused which code change. When something breaks in production, you have a complete audit trail. And MCP, the Model Context Protocol, lets ClaudeCode connect to your database, your GitHub repos, your internal APIs as native tools. The agent is not just writing code in isolation. It is connected to your real system. Combined with Spec-Kit's task artifacts and GSD's fresh windows, ClaudeCode becomes the execution layer that ties everything together. Here is the architecture. Plan mode and auto mode sit at the center, connected by the spec. MCP tools, OpenTelemetry traces, and spec files feed in from the sides. ClaudeCode is not writing code in isolation. It is connected to your database, your repos, your real system. GStack is Gary Tan's framework, and it is the most opinionated tool in the stack. The premise behind stop thinking about AI as a single coding assistant. Start thinking about it as a virtual dev team with real org structure. GStack defines 9 roles by default. CEO sets direction and resolves conflicts. Engineering manager allocates work across agents. QA engineer writes and runs tests. Security officer reviews every PR for vulnerabilities. Docs engineer keeps documentation in sync with code. Front-end, back-end, DevOps, and data agents handle execution. The security officer role alone is worth the setup cost. Every code change gets a security review before it merges. In a traditional team, this is expensive. In GStack, it is just another agent running on the same context. The standout feature is /browse. GStack agents can open a Chrome DevTools protocol session and visually inspect the running application. Not just checking logs, actually seeing what the UI looks like, detecting layout breaks, verifying the component rendered correctly. This is visual QA at agent speed. The headline claim: 10,000 lines of code, 100 pull requests in 1 week. That number is contested in the community, and I will address the criticisms honestly in the deep dive video. But even at half that output, with a security officer and QA engineer baked in by default, GStack changes what a one-person team can ship. Here is the architecture. CEO sets direction at the top. Engineering manager allocates work below. Then 9 roles fan out: QA, security officer, docs, front-end, back-end. Every role is an agent. Every agent runs on your context. This is not a prompt. It is an org chart. Here is how the 6 tools work as one system. It starts with Spec-Kit. You run specify and plan. This creates your spec.md and plan.md, the source of truth for everything that follows. BMAD's analyst and PM agents feed into this. They help you write a better spec because they ask the right questions before you commit to anything. GSD takes the plan.md and turns each wave of execution into a fresh context window. Each wave: discuss, plan, execute, verify. Bart Mode runs the waves that can be parallelized. Where GSD executes sequentially, Bart Mode identifies which tasks are independent and runs them simultaneously. ClaudeCode is the execution engine at the bottom of every wave. Plan mode for the first run, through each task, auto mode for iterations. GStack wraps the whole system with the org structure layer. The security officer reviews every commit. QA runs every test suite. The engineering manager tracks progress against the plan. And the BMAD governance gates, G0 through G6, enforce human review at every major transition. This is not 6 separate tools. It is a methodology. One pipeline, multiple layers of verification, a human in the loop at every gate that matters. Let me give you the numbers. GitHub Spec-Kit, 91,931 stars. GSD, 58,900. BMAD, 46,100. GStack, 20,000. This is a real community, not a niche experiment. Teams running this stack target DORA elite performance. Change lead time under 1 hour. Deployment frequency multiple times per day. Change failure rate under 15%. Mean time to restore under 1 hour. The Bart Mode dashboard case study, 93 minutes from spec to working product. The internal community criticism is real too. The 10K LOC claim from GStack has not been independently replicated, and some teams report the governance overhead of G0 through G6 slowing down small projects. I will cover this honestly in the individual deep dives, but the direction is clear. Spec-Driven Development is not a productivity hack. It is an architectural shift in how teams build with AI. That is the overview. 6 tools, 1 operating model, measurable outcomes. In the next 5 videos in this series, I am going deep on each one. BMAD gets its own episode. I will show you how to set up the full agent team from scratch. GSD gets a walkthrough of a real wave execution. Bart Mode, Spec-Kit, Claude Code's power switches, GStack's 9-role setup. If you want all of it, subscribe right now. Hit the bell so you do not miss each release as the series drops. And if you are already using one of these tools and want to ask questions or share what is working, the comments are right below. I read everyone. See you in the BMAD deep dive.